Hi guys, since we're quarantined and we can't really train, right now is a good time to do some striking stuff. So I'm going to show you how to wrap your hands. This is a hand wrap. This is a spandex and cotton style, so it's kind of stretches and fits your hand really well. It's my favorite. You get on Amazon for like less than 10 bucks. Super cheap. So you start with a little hole, a little thumb strap. Follow the instructions. It says, what does it say? Side down. So put that here. 3 areas that you want to protect. Your wrist, the knuckles, here and here. These little bones. What you're looking to protect when you punch something. When the force hits, you can break these bones or potentially these here. So take your hand, keep it flexed, keep it open, because when your hand relaxes, it shrinks, it gets smaller. So keep it big so that you don't cut off the blood to your hand. So I like to overlap by about a ½ inch or so, and I get here, about 1/3 of the way on my forearm, okay? Now I come back up to my hand, and I'm going to wrap around my knuckles here. So my knuckles about here, it kind of overlaps a little bit. Now my personal favorite way to roll is to throw some padding in there for your knuckles. So I go one here, kind of hold it with my thumb so I have a little flap. And I would say that 2 to 3 times, depending on how hard you feel like hitting that day. If you really feel like punching something, then you want to add a little padding. So here, so now I have like 2 loops, holding it with my thumb, and I'm going to wrap that flat. Takes a little bit of practice so you don't like let it go and it all unravels. Now I go over and bite it. So now that padding is stuck in place on top of my knuckles here, right? Now my thumb here, this is going to be your anchor point. So I come underneath, up, and then I go through the fingers. The whole time I'm doing this, my hand is flexed so that when I relax and make a fist, the blood doesn't cut off to my hand doesn't go numb. It should feel pretty good. So I go through all my fingers here, and I still want to protect the joint, the knuckle on your thumb. So I like to come back, I'll wrap around here so it doesn't come loose. And now I'll go over the thumb last. And I like to pull my thumb inwards so it stays tucked. You'd want to avoid this kind of backwards hyperextension of your thumb. It hurts. And then I'll come back down to my wrist. I'll spiral down towards my wrist a few times. I think the higher you go on your forearm, the more support you have throughout. You can punch a little harder or whatever. But if you're a man, you pick pink.